In September's AILA Interview of the Month, member Ruby Powers describes how AILA members have reacted to the recent hurricanes. What were the immediate concerns of the immigrant community during and after Hurricane Harvey?
The immediate concern of the immigrant community was safety. Harvey was at the end of August, and a lot of schools hadn't even started yet. And we also had SB4 looming with a September 1st start date. So there was a lot of anxiety and uncertainty going on around that time. Kids were out of school. SB4 was going to start, and then this hurricane happens and took over the fourth largest city in the United States, here in Houston, Texas. So the priority was safety. Even the mayor himself for Houston was saying, I will defend you myself if there's any issue. Come to the shelters, be safe, choose safety. And that was our message. We were trying to get that out to the local newspaper, the local radio and TV, because everything was happening so quickly. And we also wanted to get the information out about closures of the government offices. The asylum office, USCIS, ICE, and the immigration court had closed in some cases for about a week and a half or 2 weeks. And so we were trying to get the message out to people who were displaced, and we weren't sure how to get a hold of people. So we had to use a lot of social media and different ways to let them know, don't worry about that. Just take care of yourself.
How did AILA members and chapters respond?
Well, there was widespread cooperation from the AILA Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma chapter, from offering to use office space to helping with filings of tight deadlines. People were also volunteering at the local shelters, giving legal advice and just being available. I heard lots of stories and watched a lot of my friends who were donating their time, just helping out and connect the dots, even if it wasn't legal advice. I even was able to help out with a phone bank with Univision. And while I was there, I thought I was going to answer questions about immigration. We ended up talking a lot more about FEMA. How do I pay my bills? What do I do? And so I became trying to learn as quickly as I could about the disaster relief in FEMA, because I realized that really was a concern of a lot of my clients as well.
Is there anything AILA members from other states can do now to help?
Recovery is a slow process, and some people lost their homes, some their offices, some maybe someone close to them, and so we just have to be patient. There's a lot of great resources out there for help, and maybe somebody who's suffering from losing something from their home to their office, or someone close to them, they might not be so willing to ask for help. But I think that offering help and just being patient with us as we're getting back up to speed, and just realizing what Texas, Louisiana, Florida, and the nearby states and Puerto Rico have been going through. We even this region, we're very connected. From some of my staff have family in Puerto Rico, and that really has hit us, as I don't know about the uncertainty of what's going on. And some of our clients had attorneys in Florida, and some of those delays there affecting our delays. It's just so, like, oh yeah, the hurricane, and we just realized that we're trying to weather through this. And it's just wonderful to know that we have such a great support network with our AILA members all over the US and the world, because we've gotten calls, we've gotten texts and emails and Facebook messages, how can we help? And that's just really great. It really helps us.
Thanks, Ruby, for joining us.